YouTube, how's it going today? So today we will be purchasing the new plane that came out, the Mogul. And I apologize again for this review being so late. I did not get the chance to get on GTA, but I promised you guys that I would do a review for this plane. I will be live streaming tomorrow in the daytime, I promise. So right now, let's get on with the review of the Mogul. So the Mogul plane is a 3-seater aircraft, and you get it for original price of $3,125,000, but with 27 source missions, so make sure you guys do those source missions, you get it for $2,350,000, which you could get a couple $100,000 off, so I recommend you guys get it. You can get the same, you can get the armor upgrades, flares on it. You can purchase a double machine gun on the front nose, and then on the tail gun, you can actually make it dual. But what's actually crap is that the stock plane that you use in a lot of the Smuggler's Run missions already has a dual thing. So I don't understand why Rockstar is charging us now to put in a dual gun. There's only one machine gun on there. It feels like we're being cheaped out, and they just want us to waste more money on this. The dual gun should have been default with the plane from the start. It does have a few nice liveries though, and it does have JATO thrust, and it can drop bombs. It can drop bombs just like most other planes in this game. And you know, for such a large plane, this plane does have decent handling. Not the greatest, but decent in my opinion. Its speed does make it good for bombing runs, as you guys see. The twin guns on the front are crap. It's the same kind of guns that appear on the Night Shark, the Oppressor, so many other vehicles. The Ruiner, they need to get rid of this machine gun. They keep putting on so many vehicles. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but this machine gun is not going to be doing much. They should have been explosive on a plane like this, and I know that might be a little overpowered, but this is such a large plane, so I don't think so. And the agility on this large plane is decent, and what I like about this plane the most is that it's so easy to land. It has 3 wheels. Its size does make it a little difficult to land in some places, but it is very easy to land. You can even land it on a big street, as you guys are seeing right here, and I can easily use JATO for us to take off again. I was kind of intrigued by the 360 tail gun that's on the back here, and I wanted to see this glass right here that covers the tail gun, if it is bulletproof, and it is not bulletproof. That's what sucks. I don't understand why this rotary gun is in a glass chamber if it's not bulletproof. I mean, the gun is sticking out, but the person isn't at all. That person should be sealed and should be protected, but he's not, so it is kind of disappointing. And even when I take a gun and I shoot in here, it doesn't appear to make any cracks or go for any holes, so it's kind of stupid how there's a window, but yet it doesn't offer any real protection. And here's the damage test to see how many missiles this thing can take. After 1 missile, it takes out 1 engine. Two missiles, the plane starts stalling, and at the 3rd missile, it blows up. So same as a lot of other planes. Now here I wanted to see, can this tail gun actually defend from a Hydra if a Hydra was pursuing? And I told my pilot to fly as steady as I can so I can get clear shots here. If your pilot is agiling the plane, like flying around and like making sharp turns, circles, you're not going to be able to kill a person chasing you. But I was actually able to take out another plane relatively easy with this gun. And this gun does offer a very nice first-person view. One of the best first-person views in the game, in my opinion. Here I told my friend to try really hard to kill me right here. So we're going to see if this gun can actually defend you from a Hydra, because from the previous test, it does damage. If you get the shots correctly, it will damage and take down a Hydra quickly. But here's the test. Will the gun actually make a difference when you're getting chased? So I'm concentrating all fire. I told my pilot again to fly perfectly straight. And my friend is going to try to kill me here, and he's firing missiles in this sequence. And I am damaging him. This gun does do a decent amount of damage to Hydras, but it doesn't have that much range either. The Bombushka cannons have much more range than this gun. So right here, we've gotten hit a few times. I did manage to take the jet out, but even though we're still alive, the plane is pretty much done at this point. The plane is going down. It's time to bail. It's time to get out of this thing. And if an enemy pilot really knew what he was doing and he was using explosive cannons, you would be dead. So while this gun is better than, for instance, it's much better than the Tulla tail gun, it's not the greatest tail gun either. And I forgot to mention this additionally, guys, but one thing that does get me really annoyed about this plane, and this clip is sped up, is that this plane only carries 50 bombs. And people are probably wondering, why do you care that it only carries 50 bombs when all the other planes carry 50 bombs? This plane is designed like a bomber. It looks like a World War II bomber, and yet it can only carry 50 bombs. That's really disappointing. So here, finally, I wanted to test the speed on this plane to see how fast it is. So here, I wanted to compare it to the Tulla because the Tulla is a similar aircraft of that size to see exactly how it would compete. The Tulla has its own tail gun, not 360 like that one, but similar in size. This one can land on the water, obviously. But here, let's do this little speed test right now, this little air race, just see how effective. Both aircraft are obviously faster than the Bombushka. Which aircraft is faster, the Tulla or the Mogul? Let's see right now. Okay, Tulla, we're at 44 seconds. Here we are testing the Mogul. Let's see how the Mogul competes. I think that the Mogul is going to be a little bit faster. Let's see right now. It's actually strange because the Mogul is a twin-engine plane while the Tulla has 4 engines. And yet the Mogul seems to be beating the Tulla right now. Not by much, but by a little bit. Let's see right now. Let's see, what does the Mogul get? The Mogul gets 42 seconds, so it is 2 seconds faster than the Tulla. Okay, so here we got the pros. It's easy to land, as you guys seen, it lands on 3 wheels. I could even land it on the bigger streets. Its speed makes it decent at bombing. It is the fastest medium plane in the Smuggler's Run DLC. It has a rotating 360 turret, which does have decent firepower. Compare that to the Tulla, where their turret was just horrible because the tail would just block off your shots, and it was only 180 degrees. While this, you can turn 360 degrees. It does have decent handling for its size. It's also comparable to the Tulla's handling. Both planes have decent handling for their size, and it's not very expensive, $2,350,000. Compare that to the Tulla, which goes well over $3 million. So right now, let's take a look at the cons. Okay, and here we got the cons. It only carries 3 people. Now, the reason that I'm attacking it on this plane specifically is because I look at the size of this plane, and I can imagine this plane could hold at least 5 people. And I was just so surprised by it. When I first saw it, there's only 2 people riding in the front, and then it's a tail gunner, that's it. People can't ride as passengers in the back. There's no reason why this plane shouldn't be able to hold 5 people. I mean, when people parachute out of it, it looks like a paratrooper plane, just the door that they're opening up. So I don't see why this plane can't have 5 people. Another thing that I'm attacking this plane on is that it only carries 50 bombs. And I've said that for other planes that are kind of like this class. You know, Rockstar should really mix it up. Like, where do these developers get these ideas? They should really mix it up. Have certain planes carry certain amount of bombs. Like, have the fighters carry less bombs. Have the medium-sized, larger planes carry more bombs. You know, the size matters. That'll be a thing where that'll be like a buy or no buy situation. You know, players are going to see, for instance, a plane like this could carry, for instance, maybe 75 bombs versus 50 bombs. And a plane like the Bombushka could carry 100 bombs. So, you know, they could make it where certain bigger planes can carry more bombs. I don't know why they don't do that. It's like these developers don't think. There's no reason why a plane like this can't have more than 50 bombs. And it has the same amount of bombs as a fighter. Really? Give me a break. And the turret window, it's not bulletproof. It's kind of stupid. It makes no cracks, no shatters when you shoot it. There's a turret window, but yet it won't protect you from bullets. The front guns are very bad. They're the same kind of guns that are on the Night Shark, the Oppressor, the Ruiner. We've seen them from time and time again. Those guns are not going to protect you. I mean, it's better than nothing, like I said again, but again, it's not the best thing. And finally, the turret will not completely protect you. The turret in this is much better. I got to give the turret credit, though, somewhat, because the turret is better than the Tulla turret, for instance, because the Tulla turret could only turn 180 degrees. This one we can turn 360, as I'm saying, and the tail does not block it off. So we do got a decent view. We can't aim low with the turret, but we can aim at level distance and higher, and a little bit low with the turret, but we can't aim completely low. But I guess that's a part of it being on the top there. But like you guys saw in the clip, pilot firing missiles at you, you should be able to take them down if your pilot flies straight. You should be able to take down the Hydra chasing you. But if somebody's using the explosive cannons and they know what they're doing, you're not going to survive. Don't expect this tail gun to protect you. Now, I'm sorry this review took all day to make, guys. I'm really sorry. I was editing that Stranger video that made for Red Dead Redemption earlier, and I got busy with some things. But I promise to do a live stream tomorrow in the day. It's going to be a decent live stream, 3 to 4 hours. I hope that you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think of the Mogul. And I wanted to leave it off. If you're a solo player, don't get this plane. If you're a player that likes to play with friends, you like to have fun, mess around, this plane will be a great plane for you. You can mess around with the tail gun. You can do bombing, kind of like replay like a World War II role play scenario. But other than that, if you're a solo player, no, don't get this plane. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.